the heroes and whatnot, and we'll see if it works out for him. Maybe for him to tame Kiyotaka, he needs to play a more active role so that he can be like, no, 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 don't dive now. I'm here with you, holding his hand at the 20-minute mark. Whilst on carry, he might be absent for a little bit longer. So this could be the way to level up Kiyotaka.
Yeah, they're just going to fuel each other and turn into a non-stop diving machine between the two of them, I can tell you. Let's see. Yeah, excited to see Roger back as well on a, you know, on a real CIS team. See what he can do. It's been a while.
We don't know if it's a real team yet. They could disband after this qualifier.
Yeah, they could just be trialing people for one event or even one qualifiers as well. So,
but yeah, there are some like legacy players for sure. You know, like I think Roger is one of those legacy players. It's been multiple years where he's held down the fort of being the best in his role. And of course, that's kind of faded in and out of existence recently. I don't think his name's really been in contention for like the last couple years. So no, I think there's for some players they kind of want to make their mark and return to their form. Of course, it will take time. You need to find the right stack, and maybe this is the stack.
Maybe. Rune fight happening as Respect has the quicker fingers. That's a zoomer fingers for you. For Respect, he's able to outclick Ramses on the tide. But overall, just 2 for 2 on the bounty runes, and ooh, they're gonna kill the range creep straight off the bat. Dominic and Sweden Strong going to secure that one, but V-Tune and Roger looking for a bit of revenge here. This is a tricky duo to fight early on. The Meld Strike already coming down onto Dominic, and yeah, that's a lot of HP to trade for a range creep. Not worthwhile at all. Wave is going to push under tower, of course, but yeah, that's interesting up on the top side.
But this is the reason why they're doing it. It's because there's so much damage available with that Meld Strike. They're trying to shove the wave under the tower, get the equilibrium pushing back their way, and if Sweden Strong can then just block up the small hard camp, Centaur can free farm in a really healthy spot. So it's like, just weather the storm, accept that you're going to take a little bit of damage now, but eventually, based on the camps, the sentries, you should be in a good spot. Rubik, if the ninja dies, yep.
Yeah, very nice first blood. Full side of Klim for sure. And Luna, definitely not a hero you really want to be giving kills to in the laning phase. V-Tune also getting super low up on the top side. The constant spam out of that Stroke of Fate, plus the Stomp as well, being a big threat to the Templar Assassin.
I think it's pretty awkward actually. I'm like thinking more like you push tower in, creeps die, doesn't matter about CS, you get levels. I think Centaur Grim, you happily will miss every CS in like the first wave as long as you don't get denied, right? Like, if you hit 2, how does V-Tune with confidence come up to this wave? And yeah, we'll see how it unfolds, but I expect more kills to be occurring. It's too quiet for my liking.
Oh, so 2 minutes into the game, but
it's
yeah,
too quiet for my liking, no matter.
Yeah, after last game, I know. We're anxious for some action. You know, anytime it gets quiet, we're like, oh god, please push, please do something. But it's gonna be all right. I feel like, I don't know. Luna's such a weird hero to me. Like, if she should be weak in lane, but she's just not, right? Like, you go for this build where you take one Lucent Beam, then max Luna Blessing and Moonglaves, and you can still be really strong. Or you can just go all in on Lucent Beam and then gank the enemy carry with like a full Lucent Beam Eclipse attack, which is the Shiro way of doing things. And I love it when players do that, but it is definitely the riskier play.
Yeah.
Very, oh my God, it's satisfying.
Risky. I feel like for Luna, it's the fact that your mana spam for damage is like 1 for 1, right? Like 1 mana point basically equates to 1 damage. So it's very cheap to use. And on top of that, it's like you just know that you're always going to farm.
Dead in the top lane.
Should be dying yet.
Inkswell ain't going to do a whole lot, unfortunately, when it's placed on himself like that. So, yeah, Dominic would have really liked that one on him. Maybe could have got a turnaround kill, but unfortunately, it wasn't to be the case.
So we didn't really mention it during the draft, but one of the other values of having Roger on your team is his Chen. Like when he stood in for OG earlier in the year, he just obliterated team after team after team with this Chen. So already in this qualifier, they just respect banning it. Like, that is crazy value to have from a support player.
Yeah. Grabbing a ban from your support, always pretty sick. But you got to respect the Roger Chen. From the beginning of time, it feels like it's always been so scary to play into. It's just
Mid
interesting
lane
to
haven't
see
really spoke about it, but
Roger and Ramsey back together.
Oh, you're going back to that one? We can talk about that one.
No, I just wanted to drop
like...
that one in because it's like back in the old VP days.
Yeah. They do it a lot, to be fair. They bounce around. Like, it's... Yeah. I think you get like the old guard who kind of stick together, but... No.
Top lane, rolling onto Dominic once again, but with the Inkswell available, it does make it a pretty tricky kill, but... Yeah, Dominic actually backs himself away. I guess I'm not really surprised. Turning around with the Inkswell would just result in you dying. Jesus.
Sounds amazing.
So aggressive. And in the bottom side, Respect gets brought down. Looks like they tried to get a bit aggressive on the side of Klim, and they get punished for it.
Yeah. And Ramsey's not even having a single point in Gush. Like, sometimes against like Luna, when she goes to be aggressive on you, if you Gush plus right click from the Rubik, you have a little kill threat back, but Ramsey's opting to go for a little bit of a, not greedy, but like a self-sufficient build where if his 4 was to ever leave him, he knows he has the Kraken, the ability to farm jungle, to farm lane, like less dependent on the 4 always needing to be with him.
Bottom side, Alpha just trading some hits here with Respect. Respect is trying to be as annoying as possible. I say trading hits. Respect is full HP and Alpha is like below 50%, but that's life. Life against a tree. Hero very good.
I feel like everyone's just pretty content right now in laning phase. Like, we've seen a couple kills here, kill top, but it's nothing too crazy, right? There's no lane which is pulling ahead some insane amount, and mid lane is just a stalemate trader farm. You see Sweden Strong come in, D-Ward.
Yeah, they both get each other's wards.
Is spawning. Who will be getting it?
Yeah, Sweden Strong doesn't want to stay around here with a puck. He can always jump in and help him out if required, but the top rune will be the Invis, and that will go to Kiyotaka. Slight advantage for the puck now in this lane, especially with no charges left for the Void Spirit.
All right, the game's pretty slow right now, so I'm down to do dumb my day. Next patch. Active rune 6 minute. Rather than it spawning randomly top bot, it spawns based on like who won the mid matchup. So if you're like if you're walking bot and you have like 20 more denies, it goes your way.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. Roger dying doesn't matter. This is literally revolutionary tactics.
Yeah, no, I'm listening. I'm brainstorming.
Because I feel like, you know, mid laners, we don't hold them to the same level, you know? Like, how
so do you get to choose? Do you just get to like?
No. That would be too OP. But like, it just spawns in proximity. Like, if they're walking bot, it'll go bot, you know? Because you were the winner of mid. Doesn't matter. The puck has TP bottom.
Big rotation onto the tree and protector. Okay, well,
yeah,
whatever.
Okay.
Eat your greens.
Oh, Chira matches the rotation, kills Ramses.
Yep. But they're still looking for Mankushi here. Mankushi, though, he's gone for Eclipse with a level 1 Lucent Beam, but I mean, it worked, I guess. I don't think I've seen that before.
No, you take those opportunities, why not? And yeah, okay. Early moves. Alpha Ninja, what you've what?
Yeah, this is a move.
He coming for?
One of the moves of all time.
The Lotus.
He's gonna be alright. Doubters. Ramses moves across with that hammer, doesn't quite catch anybody with it. They're trying to bait some heroes in on the side of the Rubik. Not bad attempt, but unfortunately didn't quite catch anybody in it. Just ended up trading low HP away for not a whole lot.
An 8-minute rune. Shiritan doesn't really have any resources, only one remnant.
He does have teammates, though. Both the supports coming on in. The silence onto the puck as well. He's in a bit of trouble here. Needs to get up onto that high ground. Still has a fairy fire from the laning phase. That's going to keep him alive. Kiyotaka will get away. But Chira Jr. chased him off the rune. And now Sweden Strong is going to move across and try and grab this one. And, well, Kiyotaka... he nearly showed himself. Oh, bounty runes. Sweet. Alrighty. Kiyotaka still gets to heal up. That's big.
If Puck didn't get bounty runes and made all these moves, right? Like, invis to bot, kills a tree, lingers around, then runs to bot rune, runs to... Like, if he did all of this and didn't get the bounties, then yeah, it would have been incredibly rough.
Yeah, you'd need your team to kind of set up for you to immediately TP to a lane and find some action happening, because otherwise your game's just kind of awkward and, yeah, hard. And you're actually having to walk all the way back to base after that. Even though he did get the rune, it was just so awkward. Oh, no, he didn't get the rune. Swedenstrong had to pick it up, yeah, so he has to walk back because of that. So, yeah, inadvertently, Kiyotaka actually getting a bit of an advantage here and forcing the Void Spirit to lose out in a bit. Unlucky. Luna, meanwhile, she finishes her Mask of Madness and Power Treads at 9 minutes into the game. Great timings from Munkushi at the moment. Be able to hit this jungle and just farm up the creep corridor super, super quickly. But because he's jungling, Ramses with this hammer is going to be able to threaten the tower pretty heavily. Usually a Treant Protector can hold lanes pretty well. Against this, probably not.
Also, I think for Radiant, one of the cool combos for Void Spirit, like right now in the meta of people being tanky, Void Spirit kind of falls off on damage. Having the max aura, Void Spirit now gets a 21 damage for free at nighttime. And then he's playing with a Grimstroke who can buff him up with the Inkswell. So as you see here, you're getting to see the killing ability of this this early game combo. And with the bug onto the Tidehunter, he can't Ravage.
Yep, does get it off,
nice
but
moves.
doesn't want to waste the Ravage at the last minute. So no Meteor Hammer to follow up with. No chance of really getting a cheeky turnaround. And yeah. What's more is that Munkushi's kind of just come to lane, farmed up a wave, is in XP range for all of this as well. So, yeah, just continues to kind of fall upwards on this Luna.
I feel like both cores are just pretty happy farming though, right? Like, look at the net worth. 5.2k Luna, 5k on the TA. Like, everyone's just kind of hitting creeps. I think Radiant have done a very good job getting additional couple kills, but in the grand scheme of the game, it is relatively even. We're seeing another fight mid, a bug onto Puck.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, will it be enough? Kiyotaka tries to orb away. Not going to happen, though. Too many heroes, too much damage. Kiyotaka does fall. You really got to be more careful than that. That Phantom's Embrace is a big, big problem for the Puck if it does land on you.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You're calling it a bug, by the way. It's his wife, you know.
Yeah, he gets bugged by his wife. He gets nagged. He's like, it's fine.
Yeah, who doesn't, lads? Am I right? Way. Women. Classic UK banter.
That was, yeah.
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 Well, Ramsey's going to keep on farming up, Precon being a problem in this bottom lane. And, you know, you got to answer this problem eventually. I mean, is he going to start hammering on tier 2s at all?
Normally on Tide, you don't go to tier 2. You go to mid-tier 1. Like, you open up the bottom side of the map, you farm a wave, you then, like, meet mid, do that mid. I think if you were, like, Amar, you might just properly AFK the bot lane, so it just depends on the concept, but I feel like taking bot tower, taking mid tower is just very, very good for a team. And more interestingly enough, I look at V-Tune's quick buy, and he has Nullifier queued up as his second item. I don't know if he's going to commit to that, but I'm trying to think, is there anything crazy he's trying to dispel? Like Inkswell, he can stop. Living Armor, he can stop. You can't dispel the Shard of Luna. So it's like, what is the... Is he valuing this super highly? Is it just in his quick buy for no reason? We'll see down the line, but... Could be some interesting stuff coming from V-Tune if he was to go second item.
Yeah, that would be pretty wild, in fact. No Blink Dagger, even.
Yeah, just... It does give 75 damage, right? So it's like...
Yeah.
It's something to not sleep on. 10 armor, 75 damage. Like, the stats of Nullifier are very, very powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
But again,
something slept on
wise,
quite a lot, I suppose, but...
yeah.
I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that one as it kind of goes off. But meanwhile, yeah, Munkushi just farming and farming and farming. But Klim... This is interesting. This smoke into their own jungle. Surely they can't be looking for Ramses, right? No, they're looking for the TA. And
They
they're
didn't
not going to
find,
find anybody somehow. Okay, they set eyes upon Ramses. This will be the target. Ramses has to decide now if he wants to go for the Ravage or not, decides not to, and he's going to get silenced up now and probably taken down. The Eclipses there with 2 points and Lucent Beam will be enough to bring down Ramses. Monkushi now on a killing spree, despite just kind of hitting loads of creeps, but just coming out for the kills and then going back for it. Very nicely done. Middle tower is going to be the next target.
Being very efficient in how he wants to play the map right now.
Yes, sir.
I think the main thing is just Grim Void Spirit together have done very good stuff, right? It's just you get your levels, sync up together, don't overthink anything, get a pick off, reset, get a pick off, reset. Oh, and there it is, get a pick off, reset.
Yep. Unfortunately, that is going to be the life of a lot of these 9 Panda supports. There's a lot of catch, there's a lot of jump, and a lot of burst damage just take them down before they can respond. Klim, it's time to begin to make something happen. I don't know, they're really hesitant on going for this middle tier 1 tower. Why do you think that is?
I think it's that turnaround potential, right? Tree can just appear from the fog, there's a Stampede, there's Soulbind, there's a lot of like counter plays to make if Radiant want to bring the resources. And I think time and time again, like Tidehunters are very scripted here, right? As soon as you buy Hammer, you know what he's going to do. It's not like he's got some ability to farm jungle and it's like, oh, he's going to buy actually like big ticket items, right? It's like, no, he's progressing the map. So I think you need to just play reserved, and if you try and accelerate that too quickly, it can also be your team's undoing. Like if you like when Meteor Hammer Tide was first a thing, teams wouldn't know how to react, right? It's like, he took my bot tower, what do we do? He took my, what do we do, you know? But now it's just kill him, just go run at him. Like when he's like level 8, level 9, he can die, especially when you have the Grimstroke that we mentioned. Phantom's Embrace is incredibly strong.
Yeah, we've already seen it do a lot of work this game, and it's only going to do more. He hasn't even put points in it, actually. I mean, Inkswell at the moment, we'll see what he goes for next at level 8. Most likely it will be the Phantom's Embrace.
Yep, there it is.
There you go. Ramsey just continues to be a big sponge in the middle lane, but in they go. Cheer. Yeah, gonna move on to it. Can they get off the Ravage is the question. They need to find the damage to bring him down. Okay, won't be able to do so. Now the Ravage turnaround can come through. And Stampede to follow up with as well. Throw in an egg. Why not? The whole team fight coming off from 9 Pandas. It's only got them 1 kill so far. It's a decent one, but that will be it. And now immediately looking for that tier 1 tower. 9 Pandas know exactly what they want to get from this team fight.
A little bit of misexecution there from Radiant, right? Like you hit the Soulbind, Centaur looks to blink in, but rather than just killing off the Tide with the bug on him, he tries to go for the big play on the Puck and the Rubik. Puck then phase shifts to Stomp, and at that point, you can't have your damage split across 3 different heroes, especially when half of it goes into a Tidehunter, right? And
yeah.
That then allows for the defensive capabilities of 9 Pandas to shine. You got Ravage, you got Coil to contain the Stampede disengage, and 9 Pandas laugh in the face of Radiant. And Vtoon has actually gone for second item Nullifier. So, living armor.
Wow. There's Puck in the
Puck
middle lane. Is going to get brought
happens.
down. Nice catch from Chira. And again, that pesky Grimstroke, this time with the Inkswell, just causing so many issues for Kiyotaka. So, yeah, back to the Nullifier. I mean, does Vtoon just join fights now? I mean, surely he wants to blink first, right?
I feel like you'd probably. I'm checking the pro tracker right now. I'm trying to see if like other players have been doing this. So Vtoon has done it in his pubs, and we see do a little bit of a scuffle occurring.
Yeah, Ramses is going to be falling here, and Chira gets away with it again. Man, this Void Spirit just keeps on getting away with it. This is crazy.
So in my brief look of pubs, Monet's done it once. Koikova's done it. Actually, no, he hasn't. He bought Deso first. Ignore me.
Yeah, okay.
I think
So
Vtoon
this
is the
is-
only one that's consistently doing it across multiple pubs.
Wow.
So that is some Vtoon tech potentially, and again, Monet maybe, but that game might have been bugged. I saw some other stuff as well. But yeah, Vtoon I think reliably is the only one doing it. So yeah, we'll see how it works. Right now, still yet to enter the game. I think you are right in saying that Blink Dagger will be the key component here for him to want to fight, especially have the Ravage and Egg in play to truly assist.
Man, it's I don't know. It feels like Klim have a very good timing here, but maybe I'm underestimating this nullifier TA. But I feel like their kill potential is really, really high, whilst Nine Pandas kind of just have to farm through this lump at the moment.
Yeah, they do, but also I think if the fight presents itself, like we saw in mid, like the Ravage, the Coil, the turnaround, if Nine Pandas are in position, when Radiant seeks to find the fight, they can blunder, right? Like if Void Spirit jumps in and gets hit by any of these teamfight spells, he's probably going to die.
Yeah.
Also, I guess Resonant Pulse as well.
Monkushi. Oh, that missed? Oh, yo, that coil. I can't believe that missed. All right. Luna gets away, lives apart another day. Dominic jumping into the backlines, trying to bring down B-Tune. B-Tune, no, just going to turn around immediately. Nullify out of the Void Spirit. They know who they want to catch. But Jira, he's still got his abilities available. He can just get out of this one if he wants to. Kiyotaka still trying to find Sweden Strong on the sidelines. Will be able to do exactly that. Sweden Strong is gone. And now the Eclipse comes down. Makushi finds the opening, tries to bring down Afo at the very least, but isn't able to kill off the Rubik. There comes the overgrowth from the Trio Protector. That'll kill off Afo. Ramsey still very tanky in the middle of all of this right now. Respect is clipped by that Meteor Hammer as they look to play around the fight. Monkushi just doesn't really do the damage, but now they'll come in with the stomp. But Ramses, he knows how strong he is, and he knows that they can't really do much to him. Keeps on chasing forwards with the anchor smash. Puck is here as well. Kiyotaka playing around, looking for Jira. Jira down to the low ground, does get himself away with the Astral Step. And the Puck still trying to chase us at the moment. Can't quite seem to do so. And this should be the end of things. So a pretty awkward fight, a pretty scrappy fight. But the fact is the TA died and the Luna did not. And I think in this kind of game, that's kind of the headline.
Yeah, and I think for Nine Pandas, the other headline is when they use their big team fight spells, if they can't kill within them, the fights get really weird, right? Like Luna, Centaur, Void Spirit, most of these cores thrive on multiple mini skirmishes, right? They're not locked into what spells do I have available. And right now for Nine Pandas, if they can't protect TA on getting the meld strikes off, from getting the right clicks off, you're not going to be seeing the damage. And I think Overgrowth also so useful. TA had a moment where she was holding the high ground, looked like she could layer in some additional damage, but the Overgrowth just fully prevented her from getting anything off. And yeah, I think Klim are doing a pretty good job at being that decisive ball. They now go to Roshan at the 21-minute mark. We'll see if they'll be able to take it without any contest, with no egg, with no ravage.
I just don't think they're aware. Yeah.
Also true, not aware.
They scanned somewhere. They scanned in the enemy jungle, I think, so. Yeah, either way.
Junior did actually buy the Aghanims, by the way, so very useful. Like, I feel like Radiant have itemized very much for this fight right now. Like this Roshan, you're gonna have an Aegis on Luna, the Ag Silence against the Puck, you've got a pipe on the Centaur, plus the Blink Dagger. He disassembled his Vanguard to obviously complete the pipe quicker. He'll then use the VIP booster for the heart. So yeah, I think Radiant have done an exceptional job at getting themselves to a really strong team timing. Now it's on them to be able to execute.
A bauble from the void.
Would you like to see the Aegis maybe on the Void Spirit? Or do you like it on the Luna?
I like it on the Luna because she's going to be the one hitting the tower and forcing the pressure onto Nine Pandas. If you put it on Void Spirit, you're hoping to make smoke plays and kill the map. I think if Luna was a different hero and you didn't have tower pressure on your carry, then Void Spirit would be a really good candidate for this time of the game. But Radiant, their job now is to hit some towers.
Hit some buildings. Let's see it. Roger with his Midas, just trying to show off a bit here. Gonna be a little bit cautious. Dominic's coming in from the side. Oh, he gets stunned before he can get the Sunray off the map. Good night. This sun has extinguished. He's kind of close to timing out his Midas as well. That's illegal.
Will it time out? Yeah, it will time out. Oh no. He's going to have 2 charges on the Midas.
For shame. For shame.
Not many pros have had this happen to them. Roger.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, what's the? Yeah, he should. The Ramsey's kind of just sitting here and being smacked. Eclipse? Oh my god. They want to bring
Pipe.
this guy down. I mean, he's got a pipe, so it's still going to take a while to actually get through Ramses. How long is he going to live through this? BKB is there, though. Mancucci just screw it. I'll get them both. And does do so. The egg falls as well. Oh god. Oh, 9 pandas. It's not looking great for them. 9 cubs at the moment as Alpha jumps in on this one. They need a little bit more to follow up with this. And, okay, sure, they get a tree and protector, but Cheer is just taking chunks. And now the ultimate comes out from the Grimstroke. Grimstroke just absolutely ruining Kiyotaka's day time and time again. Full dead on the side of 9 pandas. I mean, Klim they're just looking like the better team in this game at the moment.
They are looking really good with this draft. The way that they're playing, the Void Spirit, the Grimstroke, making the moves, the efficiency of Luna, the initiations of Dominic, they are looking very good. And poor old Roger, he had 2 Midas charges when he died. He TP'd in, pressed egg, died again. This man needs to Midas. Will he even use spells to get there quicker?
We're all watching Roger.
This is a big moment.
It's a big moment. Is he going to double Midas the camp?
Ooh, V-Tune, don't you steal it. Your V-Tune was so close.
He was being screamed
congratulations,
at there.
Roger.
Guaranteed.
He instantly queues up Refresher.
I've got my double Midas off. Time for the big money.
No, yeah, he's buying Refresher to Midas more, to recover the blunder of the last minute.
4 charges. They're looking in the middle lane. If anybody comes up, they will be grabbed. Yeah, Luna going for the silver edge there, as your son's pointing out. I love a good silver edge. This item's just so good at the moment.
It's
Ramsey,
really good
he's
against
about to
tanking
get
left,
eaten. There's the damage coming on through. Bye-bye Kraken Shell, and double damage Luna, of course, as well. Just going to absolutely tear through that watermelon and feast on the nice squishy innards. And now, up to the high ground we go. Mancucci leads the charge with this Aegis. Still 1 minute cooldown. Sure, they haven't fortified, but...
They picked Tide into the Luna, into the Grimstroke.
Yes, these are all truths. Let's see. Here comes TA with the nullifier. Wow! It didn't do anything. As the whole time Mancucci's just ignoring this, by the way. He's got
Dying
40
to a
seconds
tower.
Left of this Aegis.
The tower did more damage to Mancucci than the entire 9 Pandas roster, I think.
Kind of true. Ooh. Doesn't want to die in an awkward position, but...
Yeah.
Also, I feel like if you die whilst the Tide Hunter's still dead, you're kind of okay.
Yeah.
But
This is what I was mentioning as well, by the way. It's like, Luna's game, naturally, farm comes to her no matter what, right? Be it through her farming jungle, her mantas, or even the kills through her eclipse. And then you have a TA who could, in a 1v1, probably kill her, potentially. But she needs item advantage the entire time. So if your game isn't going your way, if you're not getting kills, if you're not getting Aegis, you're easily going to be down 5-6k gold on this hero, if not more. And we're seeing it right now to some degree, right? It's like around about 5k net worth difference between the 2 heroes. And like this TA, like for her to fight, she needs, like, we're talking about MKB soon. Because Luna's already, like, about 1 component away from Butterfly after she disassembles.
Yeah, I mean,
is
this is
spooky.
absurdly fast farming from the Luna. I think she's sitting around 800 nearly 800 GPM at the moment. It's
And we do see it though a lot. I think a lot of these stack type teams, because like this Sweden strong stack, they're not going to have been together for too long, right? Maybe best case like a month. They need to make sure they keep executing, and they do. They jump onto the puck.
They do indeed, yeah. I mean, they don't have the Luna here right now. Is it going to matter though? Kiyotaka's dead regardless. Well, BKB forced to be used from the Templar Assassin, and all these resources being used early before the Luna is even in the fight. Egg comes out. Mancucci says, I don't like that. Runs in to take it down. The rest of the team will help out as well, and Roger will fall. Alpha has been seen on the side here. Glimmer Cape not going to save you. Chirin now godlike. Ravaging from Ramses from the sidelines. Just trying to bring down Chirin with the help of V-Tune will be enough to get that kill. Mancucci, though, still just sitting on the front lines, popping the Eclipse, trying to bring down Ramses, and should be successful in doing so. Dominic gets a kill as they get the trade. A couple of buybacks even coming out from 9 Pandas as well here. I think they just want to get control of this gem and maybe get a couple more kills, and they will. Respect falls, but Mancucci still happy to stay on the front lines, and now it's a carry if you carry it. Well, it's not really. V-Tune's running away, knows he can't stand his ground against this Luna, but Luna doesn't give a damn, takes them both down. Bouncing glaives between V-Tune and Alpha, gets himself a double kill. It's looking... I mean, I don't want to say rough for 9 Pandas right here, but they're like buying back and pumping resources into this fight, and they are getting kills, just not the big kill.
Oh no, it's rough. It is
Okay,
incredibly rough. Like the fact that they've used all of this, 2 big buybacks as well on the supports, early game support buybacks. You could expect them to be quite easy to use, but if you use them incorrectly, it just starves their progression, right? And already they're pretty underfarmed, and the gold change, you sort of saw it there for a brief second, like 4k to Radiant, 1k to 9 Pandas, and you get 2, actually 1 was the rune to either side. I think the issue for Dire is they're taking a fight now, but you know the next fight is going to be even worse. Butterfly is going to be completed on Luna. Your Puck's buying a Maelstrom. Like, this is the item you buy when you're either super far in the lead, you can buy Ags and auto right-click people from far and, like, laugh at them. Or you're super far behind and you need to, like, split push. So this is a very spooky position for 9 Pandas.
They're getting desperate, I feel. But they've kind of been desperate all game, you know. They had no inclination of kind of taking this early Midas on the Phoenix straight off the bat. All that jazz. And looking back on that fight, I was kind of interested in the numbers. And they got 950 gold VTune got for killing Chira, which was great. But then unfortunately, VTune goes down and gives away 600 gold to the Lunar as well. And that kind of is one of the small things. Add in the buybacks, everything as well, and obviously it becomes a lot worse. But just in terms of the straight up gold trade through kills, like it's not that bad. Like VTune still carries a lot. Highest net worth in his team, plus kill streak, always going to be a decent amount.
I think if VTune can get to the MKB, and then it's like Ravage, lift, no strike, kill. Like that's when they're going to be really excited to smoke up and play. But this style of item progression from VTune, I think, like, the damage from Nullifier, it's a lot of damage, right? It's not like a scaling type damage source like Desolator. That's why, of course, Desu is very good for TA. But, it's his take. I don't think this is really going to be the big problem here. It's more just, I don't think 9 Pandas have just strategically been in a position to deal with how kind of beautifully Radiant have grouped up. And Aegis does help. Of course, the first Aegis went the way of Luna. You'd expect a TA lineup with Puck, Phoenix, Tide to maybe have some presence around the pit, but they didn't have that. And the second Roshan also will be falling to Radiant once again.
It sure
So the trade will be one team gets Aegis, and the other team gets around about 3 minutes of farm plus a stolen Tormentor. I like the fact that Roger's still going for a refresher, and I say that very sarcastically. He's not had a single egg be good. No offense. Like, they've all died.
They've all died.
They've all just been squandered. And he's like,
Every
what's
egg
better
has
than
been
one
cracked.
bad egg? Two bad eggs.
You're a bad
I
egg.
feel like this is the type of game where, like, if he just goes Hex, he could swoop in, Hex initiate, TA, bing bam bum bum bum, bish bash, fight starts. Pretty good.
Yeah,
Don't
your
think
noises
I'm a fan
definitely
of
help me
refresher.
visualize that.
There we go.
Ramses. Oh dear. Unfortunate, but just like the Pharaoh, I assume he's named after, he will be dead and buried for the next 60 seconds. Monkushi, up the high ground we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go try going through the back door. You're not quite that strong yet, but you got creeps coming in soon, my friend. A little bit early with the orb means the creep wave's not going to get cleared as well. It's unfortunate. Fortification used. Monkushi's just getting very impatient. Like, I just want to kill the tower. I just want it to die. Get to those racks. And now we can really go crazy. God, going so deep on this one. They just want to try and bring down the Phoenix, and they're going to be able to do exactly that. Ravage comes through. It's not bad onto 2. They need to bring down these sideliners. And, well, it's getting very low on the Sentinel, but not going to be enough to kill him. Meanwhile, VTune just trying to stand and fight with Monkushi here, and that's not going to work out for you, my friend. Monkushi kills him, turns around, brings down Ramses as well. And it is going to be 4 down on the side of 9 Pandas. And G's might be coming out soon. They're going for the end. They've got the Luna. They've got the damage takeout tier 4s. No buybacks available. They don't know that, but they're going to try and force it out regardless. And there you go. there it is. Game number 1. Thank you very much, Nine Pandas, helping us get back on schedule. But to be honest, more thank you for Klim, because they played a sick game, honestly. Very, very tasty.
Yeah. Very, very good game from Klim. Klim. I think.